In this video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy I use to get 10 to 100x more views on my content, my profile, everything on LinkedIn. It's the one thing people don't spend enough time and energy on, and it's simple. It's engaging with other people's content. I'm not only going to show you exactly how to do it and why to do it, but I'm going to give you a template below down in the comments so you can make it easy for yourself, where you can do it from your phone. You can do it first thing in the morning and only spend a couple minutes a day to expand your reach exponentially. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to dive right in. So I'm actually going to show you this example from Twitter to prove the point of how much more valuable it is to engage with other people's content, because unfortunately LinkedIn doesn't give us the data on the number of views and engagements with our comments on other people's posts. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend time every single day liking and commenting on other people's posts that have a much larger following than us, so that their viewers, their commenters, their people engaging with their posts are going to see ours. The example being, maybe if I engage with a creator like Gary Vaynerchuk, who has a similar following to mine, he has 5 million followers. So if I'm one of the first people to comment and create some value on one of his posts, that might get seen by 10, 20, 100,000 people, whereas my normal post might only get seen by a few hundred or a few thousand, depending on the size of my following. So Twitter helps me illustrate this point really well, because they actually show you how much engagements you get per day, or how many impressions you get per day. And you can see on this day, this was purely from comments. This was purely from comments. And this is a day where I just posted. I don't have a very big following on Twitter just yet. So this gives me a great visual of how important it is to comment and engage with other people's posts. So let's take a look here at how we can make this work. So we want to create a list of 4 to 5 big name creators, 4 to 5 or 5 to 10 friends and clients, and just have them right here in a Google Doc. There are other systems you can use to do this, but I think it's important that I show you ways you can do this for free. I like this because I can just pull this Google Doc up on my phone. I can click on one of these links and I'm taken right to their posts, and I can see if they've posted something recently. And timing is also a big component of this. If I'm one of the first people to comment on a large creator's post, then that comment is more likely to get seen by more people. So I try to do this first thing in the morning, because a lot of these creators, I've noticed, they post first thing in the morning. They seem to get more engagement as the day goes on. And so I'm going to show you an example here, and I'm going to share a link to this worksheet that you can use yourself. And it actually has a ton more value in it on how you can structure what you should be doing every day, your posts, your connections, your comments, because these are the 3 big things that drive growth on LinkedIn. I need to post, I need to connect, and I need to comment. And part of the strategy of commenting comes from Gary Vaynerchuk. He calls it his $1.80 strategy. He says, give your 2 cents on 90 posts per day. I don't think you need to give your 2 cents on 90 posts per day. I think if you give your 2 cents on 3 to 5 posts a day and do 90 over the course of a month, you're going to create an awesome impact. And that's all I do. Let's face it, if you're following my channel, you're likely an entrepreneur or a busy startup founder, and you're not trying to spend hours on social media every day. And once you get all of your sort of common comments together, what I do is I keep a little bit of a list of the things I like to say from my content strategy, and I give them to my VA, and they comment on a handful of posts for me every day as well. All right, so let's look at an example here. So I've got links in here where what I do is I link right to, this is really important, I don't just link to their profile, I get right to recent activity all. And so I'll show you where to find that on somebody's profile. So if I were on Justin Welsh's homepage of his profile, and I'm going to click over there real quick, you'll see he's got 558,000 followers. So that's substantially larger than my following. I have 9,000 followers, I think, at the time of this video. And so if I go to his home profile here and I scroll down to posts, click on show all posts, this brings me to where I want to be. Now I will copy this link, and that link will bring me to recent activity all. And so that way I'm clicking right into his posts, and I can see, I can take a look. Oh, this was 53 minutes ago. Find yourself a mentor. This is the advice every business blog. You can't escape from it. Stop chasing mentors. Start becoming someone worth mentoring. The best thing about mentors is they can cut through the noise and give you perspective. Ask. You don't need a formal. So I'm just going to pop a quick post in here. And we'll see as we go forward here the impact that this has. You can see now the impact, and this is another thing I'll look for too, is, you know, not to get too sidetracked, but this already has 439 likes in an hour. So this tells me this is a pretty hot topic. Mentoring is a pretty hot topic. And I also know Justin spends a lot of time researching the topics that he's going to speak about. So I can scroll through these posts and take a look and go, all right, this has 440. This one's got 1,500. This one's got, 1013. So now I can start to come up with, ooh, this one stands out. All right, he's talking about being a solopreneur. I can start to think of more topics that I can riff on and give my perspective when I see what is resonating with a larger audience. So basically, I've got a built-in focus group here from these 500,000 people that tell me, oh, okay, this is 2,000 likes or reactions. Interesting. They are talking about ideation. All right, so people are interested in that topic. And I'll try to find the outliers that stand out. All right, I'm not going to get too lost in the sauce on that. So the important thing is here, you can do this quickly. You saw it didn't take me long to write that comment. I can like and engage, but it's important also to do this with people that are in your friend group, potential clients that you're interested in working with. Provide value. That's the most important thing. Is don't just comment just to comment. See if you can provide some value, because if you just write great posts, Justin, in there, then you're not going to really create a lot of value for anybody else. And therefore, you're not going to get a lot of engagement with your post. And so it's important that you make sure that you dive into this and be consistent with it. Now, we don't need to do it every single day, but it is important that we spend some time, at least 5-6 days a week. This to me is just kind of like when I'm scrolling social media, instead of scrolling mindlessly, I scroll with intent by actually commenting on these posts. So what you'll see these spikes like we saw in the Twitter analytics on the other key metrics. You're going to now be driving people back to your profile. You're going to be driving connection requests. You're going to be driving engagement on your comments and your posts from the people who see that you're providing intel and insight. That is the type of information you want, they want to see in their feed. So again, now this is going to be, I'm going to link this document, this LinkedIn worksheet template that is available in our Linked 30 course. And so you're actually going to get this for free. It's going to be right in the comments. It's going to tell you some tips and guides on, all right, you want to write what your niche is in here. You want to write what your avatars, and if you want a bigger breakdown of what all this means, you can sign up for our Linked 30 course for only $27 right now. I'll put that link in the comments as well. And please, if you enjoyed these more hands-on step-by-step tutorials, make sure you subscribe to the channel. My goal is to provide some actionable stuff. We're not worried about having the best produced videos on the internet. We want to have the most actionable videos on the internet, the ones that help you to achieve the goals that you want and help you ultimately to drive more business for your company and for your brand. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. If so, please make sure you leave a comment. Thanks again.